few people in the Magi universe that can just, like, bring out this raw premise that's just straight up badassness, and that's definitely Sinbad. Yeah, that motherfucker just decided to return in this Magi chapter, and I'm excited to talk about it. So I just like, it's so weird going into this, and like Alibaba's like, hey, can I see Mr. Sinbad? Like, I really need to talk to him. And it's just like, and like this whole reception area is like, I'm sorry, President Sinbad has been full schedule for the next 8 months. You can just go fuck yourself. Yeah, bye. And it's like, oh, it's an urgent matter. And when you even go to see, like, when we see Alibaba, it's like, oh, by the way, I'm going to meet, like, a bunch of other people, like Jafar's, like, subordinate, which I think is, like, Piprika, I believe her name was, and it's like, and you see, like, how more it's advanced in technology, like, you see people are using, like, these shells of, like, telephones now, like, just saying, yeah, I need this business done right now, like that, and even when you got to see Jafar as well in this chapter, it's like, because those, like, out of everyone that stayed, it's interesting that Jafar and Masur were one of the ones that stayed behind with Sinbad and decided to help him, and I feel like a lot of that has to do with maybe just their loyalty towards Sinbad, but also as well, those are the two that don't have anything to return to. Like, especially if you've been reading the Sinbad manga, like, you know, Jafar isn't of royalty, Masur definitely isn't of royalty as well. Like, they have no, like, sort of family or loved ones to go back to, and it's like, to, like, really rule. So, yeah, that's kind of interesting to see that they're the ones that stay by. I'm kind of curious, like, what Masur does. No way he's a businessman. He's probably their bouncer, like, you know, doing all the, like, defense and all that, saying, hey, you got a problem, I take care of this motherfucker, yeah, you see me, like, you know, that's how I honestly feel it, but it's, like, interesting to see, like, Jafar's, like, reaction, like, it was like, oh, you know, what the fuck, and, like, it was, like, he was kind of really, like, what the fuck, you're alive, Alibaba, and he's like, oh, yeah, by the way, it's like, you want to see so much I made a fuss on the first floor, right? It's like, oh, by the way, I'll make, so, you know, 30 minutes for you, like, just to have Alibaba. It's like, that's interesting to see. It's like, you know, everyone's like, what? You know, 30 minutes with the man Sinbad? Like, this shows how busy, like, Sinbad is, like, ruling as well. And we've seen, like, the bunch of the shit that he's like, done with the world and all that. It's like, all this glowing neon. It's like, everyone thought you were dead, Alibaba, and all that. It's like, you know, Sharkin and Yamadaya, those people, like, they went into complete despair after everything that happened. It's just like, you know, looking at you, like, dejected and solar superior is just unbearable. If they saw you again, they'd definitely be, like, extremely happy, but no matter how, it's no easy to, like, meet them, and it's just like, yeah, that's really interesting to, like, say that. It was just like, oh, by the way, yeah, shit just went fucking down. I'm really curious to see what's going to happen more later on into, like, the series, because, like, I'm not going to lie, these chapters have been incredibly slow for what we've seen that's, like, so far of, like, the time skip. It's definitely getting us the information dump that we really need. So I'm looking forward to seeing, like, right now as we're entering the final arc, it's like, yeah, let's go in, because, like, I definitely say, like, if this isn't a first volume of, like, the time schedule, I'll be like, it's a little bit rough, but I can definitely see in the next couple of chapters, so, like, okay, we're getting into it, we're going straight into the stuff, you know, we're going to get meeting Aladdin and everything, so I am really curious as well with 287, what, like, you know, are those answers that we're going to be getting, especially in, like, 286 as well, because that's already out, 286 is already translated, I was like, I have to talk about this one, because who the fuck knows what that's being translated, so I definitely want to talk about this one, like 285. So I feel like 287, 288, that's when we're going to be starting some more heavy and heavier shit throughout the series. So I'm really looking forward to 286, don't get me wrong, but it's like, we'll have to wait and see, honestly, what that entails and all that. But honestly, it was another kind of like, okay chapter. Honestly, the only thing I say is like Sinbad's badassness right at the end of the chapter, looking like a fucking pimp. We'll say I'm a bit disappointed that he hasn't fully changed out of everyone. I mean, yeah, he isn't wearing like the turban anymore, and he's like kind of gone for a more like classier sort of approach. The same thing with like Fire as well. He ain't wearing the robe. He's kind of got more of this kind of weird kind of suit roby version of it. But it's like, that's the thing. It's like, I really wish Mike went more at the time skip to like looks. We still got Morgiana, we got Hakuri, we got, you know, Jafar, and we got Aladdin himself, so we still got some stuff. But right now, essentially, it looks like nothing too much has changed on their end, so we'll have to wait and see. Honestly, I'll give this one a 6 out of 10. I thought it was a fine chapter, but let me know in the comments section down below what you guys think. But that's honestly all from me, so I will catch you guys next time.